get it. Read 7. Ecclesiastes 7.
Ecclesiastes 7.
Ecclesiastes 7 chapter.
7 and 2, right? Ecclesiastes 7 and 2?
Start at 1.
Start at 1.
Start at 1.
Alright. Ecclesiastes 7 and 1.
Get all the meat off.
A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Yeah, why is that? Because you live in this society. You're in this society. It's better to be dead than to be in this society, honestly. You know, with that transgender shit. Now you don't know if the women out there might be men. You might end up with some individual that had a sex change.
Yeah, you got to be careful of the women you meet out there, because that woman might just be a man. And you think they're going to tell you?
Of course they're not.
Because they think they're women, man.
And then we're breathing chemtrails in every day, brothers. We're breathing chemtrails, man. You realize that?
Yeah.
Trails of chemicals. That's why we got all these ailments, man. Then we eating this fucking food that's not even food. It's GMOs. And that's just for starters. So you want to live in a society like that? You want to feel at home in a society like that? I don't think so, man. And we're supposed to be princes of the power. We're supposed to be ruling. We're supposed to have slaves. We're supposed to have gold.
You're supposed to desire the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right.
Not try to build buildings and you know, make it in this society. Not try to be comfortable in this society. The Most High give you a little blessing, you take it, man. The Apostle Paul said he knew how to be abound, and to be abased, man.
That's right.
He did good sometime and he did bad sometime, man. And like earlier, this brother's car broke down. I had a car at the damn shop. I told him to pick me up, but their car broke down, so they had to call another brother, you know?
Hey, man, you can't make
Every car broke down. We had to deal with it the other day, man.
See that? You can't make this shit up, man. And brothers, you know, especially out there, you other states, you don't know the shit that we go through just to get here to teach the word. You know? We ain't gonna come out here and complain like bitches. Just deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
And some of us come a couple of hours away to come down here to the heart of Babylon. We don't live up the blocks, two blocks away, a mile and a stone throw away. That's where we live. No, some of us live an hour and a half, 2 hours away, man.
Hey, let me tell you, brother, something. Me and this brother, we used to live in Fall River, Massachusetts.
I remember.
You know how long it took us to get to Elder Tahar's house to do the show? 3 hours. And every week we did it without fail. Every fucking week. All right? Took us 3 hours. And one day, just for shits and giggles, I pressed the odometer to see how far it was. It was 144 miles exactly. Tell me that ain't spiritual. All right? Took us 3 hours to get to his house and do what we had to do. Then another hour to get to camp. Then we would leave. Then we would leave from him about 2, 3 in the morning. Because, you know, we like to hang out, brothers, get all together. And arrive back in Massachusetts, the fucking sun is coming up. All right?
The other direction.
And we did that for, what, almost 6 years. Every weekend. Now, I'm not saying it to glorify. I'm just showing you, I'm passing it out to you, brother. You got to have dedication in this thing, man. You got to be dedicated. There is nothing else. What the fuck is there? There's nothing else, man.
We're looking for the kingdom. That's when we're going to rest.
Exactly.
There remaineth a rest for Israel.
That's it. What's that? Hebrews 4:9.
Come.
Bring that up. Yeah, this ain't our rest, man. You ain't gonna get no rest here. Like I said, you rested in
You're not
chemtrails.
here, hey, you're not here to rest.
Exactly.
You know? This is you hey, when you were brought over here in them cargo slave ships as slaves, as chattel slavery, this wasn't a vacation, man. This was not a long-term vacation. You were brought over here to serve in prison, man. This is the Most High's prison.
Yeah. The proof of that is the book of Jude. The Lord said he brought us down, which we'll read that next. Let's read Hebrews 4:9.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 9. There remain, therefore, a rest to the people of God.
Yahweh. To the people of Yahweh.
People of Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. There remaineth a rest. Then I think there's another scripture where it says, let us therefore labor Yeah, keep on reading. Keep on reading.
For he that is entered into his rest, he also have ceased.
And we got an example, brothers. Yahweh Shai. He finally made his rest after dealing with all the shit that he dealt with. And by the time he said it is finished on the cross, he meant that shit. Because of all the shit that he had to deal with. When he said it is finished, that means it was time for him to enter into his glory. It was time for him to be glorified. First he was humiliated, then he was glorified. And these guys can't get it, man. First you got to be humiliated first, then you're glorified. That's how it works. You don't want to be glorified first, then you have to be humiliated. That's like putting the cart before the horse, man. You ain't going nowhere. You got to be glorified first. I'm sorry, humbled first, then glorified. Okay? So we don't mind all the humiliation that we're getting. We love it. Yeah, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Yeah, well, when you go through those tribulations, basically what that's doing is purging your spirit, purging your soul.
And then it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Then it makes your mind stronger. All right? So it serves many purposes. It purifies you. It makes your mind stronger. All right? Go ahead.
You know, another thing that's going on is you got guys that get on YouTube, right? You get them women that get on you, which are really, what you call them, groupies. That's what them women are. The women that get on YouTube are basically groupies. They get on there to look for a man. Okay? Let's keep it real. All right? For the most part. They get on YouTube and they'll see a brother and they'll know the brother's username. They'll go back and forth. She might be living out west somewhere. You might be living, you know, on the East Coast or whatever. And y'all hook up and then you move out there with the woman, man. And then you think she's a righteous woman. Shit don't work out. Hey, the Most High ain't dealing with that, man. Most High ain't dealing with that. Okay, you have a, you have an unction from the Father. You know all things, man. And you have a post here, man. Whatever state you receive this gospel, man, this truth, is pretty much where you're gonna stay, man. There's certain situations that you move to other states, and the Most High guides that, man. You ain't here to get no woman, man. All right? I mean, if you happen to get a woman in the process, you get a woman in the process, man. But if you wanted the elect, if you wanted the promise of the Most High, then your first priority is this right here, man.
That's right.
You got a life behind that. You might have a woman, you have kids or whatever. You got to deal with them. But this is your first priority, man. And if they get in your way, you gotta cut them off, man.
I wish I said that. That's the condition of the battle. This thing was never meant to be easy. So if you're looking for it to be easy, you're in the wrong business. All right? Even Bruce Lee made a statement. He said, don't pray for an easy life. Pray for strength to endure a hard one. That's what he said. That's the kind of mentality you got to have, man. Expect that your children, if they're of age, will leave you. Expect your woman to leave you at any time without notice. Expect your whole family to turn against you. You got to be in the right frame of mind if you're in this thing.
Yeah, most guys don't think about that, and most guys can't deal with that. You know, you take Jake's woman away from him, he's ready to fall apart. You know, but the thing about it is, you know, we're not saying we're robots. You're gonna have emotions for the woman because you know you're with the woman. You know.
Well, we are robots with emotions.
That's right. You know, but what you have to do is, no matter what, you still have to do the work. You still have to push forward. You know, and as a testimony, you know, we've done that. You know, and we tell y'all so that when you go through hardships, you don't get all messed up and think that we don't go through that or haven't gone through it. No, whatever you're going through, we've been through it.
And somebody before you get that, give me Revelation 10 and 9.
You know, like the scriptures say, there's no temptation that is taken you for such as is common to man. But with that temptation, the Lord said He's going to make a way for you to get out of it.
That's right.
You know? So no matter what you go through, the Lord is going to guide you if you're part of the elect. You know? Regardless of how you feel inside. Yahweh Shai didn't want to go on that cross. He knew he had to go on the cross. He didn't want to go on the cross.
He prayed 3 times that if there was another way, y'all read the scriptures, right? He prayed 3 times that if there was another way, the Lord didn't answer him, so he knew that was the way to go.
That's right.
And he couldn't bail out.
Yeah.
The Lord didn't answer him, and that's His only begotten Son.
Who loved him.
Think about that. The Lord didn't answer him. And then we don't go through a little thing and you all fall to pieces, man. Come on, man. That's why the Lord said, show yourselves men. Remember ye this. Remember ye this and show yourselves men. So that's why we say a man of the Lord. You got to be a man first to be a man of the Lord, okay?
That's why ain't no women out here, man. We don't have no women holding.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
Neither shall thou make marriages with them.
That's it. Came back to me. Ye were Gentiles. 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter, beginning of the first verse. I'll show you about Apostle Paul's mission.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren.
Now, again, like we always say, this is the Apostle Paul speaking to the Israelites in Corinth, Greece. That's why it was called Corinthians. It was a letter. They were calling themselves Corinthians. But were they Corinthians? No, they were Israelites that lived in Corinth, Greece. And that's why Paul went to them to tell them that they were Israelites, because they forgot their customs. Just like us, we're standing here to tell you, brothers, of your history, to bring you back to your customs, to bring you back to who you are. Right? That's the mission. Go ahead, brother.
I would not have you ignorant.
I would not have you ignorant. 2/3 of our people are very ignorant. All right? Go ahead.
You know that you were Gentiles.
You know that you were Gentiles. When they were calling themselves Corinthians, they were Gentiles. You were Gentiles. And the word Gentile means country dweller, meaning dwelling outside of the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel is the Most High's chosen people. And anybody outside that nation, they don't matter to them. That's the deal.
Because when they dwelt out there, what they were doing, they were out like in the forest. You would have groves, and they would actually sit there and worship their idols under groves. So the Lord would tell Israel, whenever you build your altar, secretly.
That's why they went out there in the woods. That's in Isaiah 65.
Right.
They were worshiping them other gods secretly because they knew they were going off. You know?
That's what the Lord said. When you build the altar, don't build it near or around a grove, because that's how the nations used to worship their gods. That's where Israel got their ways of worship from. You know, when they were in Egypt, what do you think they were learning in Egypt? How to do the sacrifices to Ra and all those different gods back then. That's what the Egyptians and them were doing. That's what the Lord said. Look, don't do after the manner of the heathen. And what they do in the wilderness secretly, as the elder apostle just mentioned, they were doing it secretly. You know, and that's when the Lord got mad and started jacking them up. You know?
Yeah, because we're better than the nations. And they're supposed to be under us. They're supposed to be our slaves.
Right.
But right now, they don't look at us as being better than them. They think they're better than us.
Right.
And that got to change. And you got a lot of our people that are just happy, just fine with that. They got to go, man.
You mentioned first 1 Corinthians 10, the 20th verse. That's good too.
Okay, we'll filter down to it. Go ahead, brother.
You know that you were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols.
Yeah, when it says dumb idols, meaning the idols can't speak. Like even today, you got some of our people that go to the Catholic Church, and you see them praying to them statues, as if them statues are going to jump up and speak. That's why Paul called it dumb idols, meaning they can't speak. There's no power in them. Like the Caesar Borgia image. That's a dumb idol. There's no power in that. Yahushua never looked like that. That's an insult, man. Imagine if you got your home, right? And all your pictures are up in the house. You got pictures of you. You know how Jake loved to pose. Then you go away for about a month. You come back. But before you left, you rented your place to, maybe for shits and giggles, you rented it to a so-called white man. Your place, right? And you come back, and all the pictures of you are so-called white men. You're going to be mad, man.
Of course.
Right?
Okay.
You're going to be mad as hell, right? Well, what do you think, Yahushua? You think he ain't mad as hell?
Christians say it don't matter. Color don't matter.
Yeah, because the brain cells, it don't matter.
It don't matter now. It don't matter now that the truth is coming out.
Right.
That he's a so-called black man. But then when everybody thought he was white, color was all right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
And
when
if
he's white, color's all right.
That's right.